Chapter 1. The Drummer's Dream. In the heart of an African village nestled deep within the lush green forests, a young man named Malik lived with his tribe, the Ndongo. The Ndongo were renowned for their masterful drumming skills, and the rhythmic beats of the bongo drums echoed through the jungle, telling stories of the tribe's heritage and bringing people together. Malik was born with a burning passion for the bongo drums. From a young age, he had watched his father, Obo, play the drums with a fervor that seemed to channel the very heartbeat of the land. Malik yearned to follow in his father's footsteps and become a legend in his own right. Chapter 2. The Annual Drumming Competition. Each year, the Ndongo tribe held a grand drumming competition to honor their ancestors and strengthen their unity. It was a sacred event, where the best drummers from various tribes in the region gathered to showcase their talent. Malik had been practicing tirelessly for months, his hands beating the bongo drums with a fervor unmatched by anyone else in the tribe. The day of the competition arrived with a brilliant sunrise. The village square filled with the eager chatter of the Ndongo people and the distant drumming of rival tribes approaching. Malik was confident, the bongo drums a part of him, an extension of his very soul. Chapter 3. The Rival Drummers. As Malik and his fellow Ndongo drummers took their positions on the grand stage, he noticed the fierce competition. Rival tribes had brought drummers of extraordinary skill. The Kente tribe, known for their intricate rhythms, had a young prodigy named Sana, who possessed an unmatched dexterity. The Akan tribe had a renowned drummer named Kofi, whose drumming was said to move even the stones to dance. Malik's heart raced as he watched his competitors. The judges, elders of the Ndongo tribe, signaled for the competition to begin. Chapter 4. The Fateful Competition. As the first rounds of the competition progressed, Malik's confidence waned. Despite his spirited performance, he found himself lagging behind. The rhythms produced by Sana and Kofi were indeed masterful, pushing the boundaries of what the bongo drums could achieve. As the final round approached, Malik felt a growing frustration. He knew he couldn't win, but the desire to prove himself overwhelmed him. The drums seemed to mock him, and the beats he once knew by heart became alien, slipping through his grasp. Sweat poured down his face, his hands trembling. Chapter 5. The Defeat. The final round arrived, and Malik's performance was far from his best. The judges acknowledged his effort, but it was clear that Sana and Kofi were the masters of the day. The audience watched in anticipation as the rival drummers engaged in an electrifying duel of rhythms. When the final beat rang out, it was clear that Malik had been outshined. He had lost the competition, and the weight of his failure crushed him. His father, Obo, approached him with a reassuring hand on his shoulder, but Malik was inconsolable. Chapter 6. The Disappearing Act. In a fit of rage and humiliation, Malik stormed away from the village. He felt the stares of the tribe upon him as he vanished into the depths of the forest. His bongo drums lay abandoned, forgotten for the first time in his life. Days turned into weeks, and Malik's absence cast a shadow over the Ndongo tribe. His family and friends searched for him in vain, but he remained hidden from their sight, nursing his wounds and bitter disappointment. Chapter 7. The Encounter. Deep within the forest, Malik stumbled upon a small clearing. There, he saw a woman who moved gracefully, as though she danced to a rhythm only she could hear. Her fingers traced patterns in the air, and her feet moved with an innate sense of timing and grace. Intrigued, Malik approached the woman, who introduced herself as Adana, a skilled dancer who found solace in the wilderness. She sensed his frustration and bitterness, and, as if reading his soul, she spoke softly, "You cannot win all the time, and that's okay. Sometimes, the rhythm of life leads us on a different path." Chapter 8. The Healing Journey. Adana's wisdom resonated with Malik, and he felt a connection to her that transcended words. She invited him to join her in the dance, and in those moments, he discovered a new form of expression that stirred his soul. As they danced together, Malik realized that life wasn't just about winning, but about embracing the journey and finding joy in the rhythms of existence. Chapter 9. The Return. Months passed, and Malik had transformed. He had embraced the teachings of Adana, learning that failure was not the end but a stepping stone towards growth. The rhythm of life had brought him to a new understanding of himself. One day, he decided to return to his tribe, his people who had missed him dearly. As he approached the village, the bongo drums once again echoed through the forest. Malik didn't join the competition this time, but his return marked a different kind of victory. He played the bongo drums with a newfound passion, and the tribe welcomed him back with open arms. Chapter 10: A New Beginning. Malik continued to play the bongo drums, not to prove his worth, but to share the rhythms of his heart with his tribe. He had learned that winning wasn't everything, and that sometimes, the greatest victories were found in the lessons learned from defeat. In the midst of the drumming, he often glanced at Adana, who had become an integral part of his life. They danced and drummed together, and in their shared rhythms, they found a love that transcended the beats of time. In the end, Malik's journey from defeat to redemption had brought him not only wisdom and love but a deeper understanding of the rhythms that bound him to the world, reminding him that it was okay not to win all the time.